Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I did my Aphrodite inspired makeup. Make is very toasty and itchy on the collarbones. But I'm going to shut up and we'll jump straight into the tutorial. There was almost a disaster. I'll tell you about it while I put on the foundation. I sat down, I thought I'd hit record, and I hadn't hit record. I almost did the same thing I did in the black tear video. But luckily, I caught myself before I finished almost the entire makeup. So in today's video, I will be using the NYX Total Control Foundation in Light, the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Translucent, the NYX Cosmetics Born to Glow Highlighting Palette, the Ofra Cosmetics nikkietutorials Highlighting Trio, the NYX Ultimate Brights Palette, and the NYX Sex Bomb Palette, the NYX Control Freak Clear Brow Gel, the NYX Cosmic Metals Lip Cream in Fuchsia Fusion, the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner Pencil in Venus, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in Fair, and the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. For brushes, ones that I got from a kit off Amazon, the e.l.f. Smudge Brush, the NYX Holographic Highlighting Fan Brush, what I think is an EcoTools liner brush, the brush that came with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, the NYX 16 brush, the Urban Decay Flat Liner brush, the e.l.f. flat liner brush, and the Morphe M165. I've already brushed out my lash extensions, and I am working on the foundation. I'm setting it with that translucent powder, and I'm going to prime my eyes with that concealer. And I set it with the same translucent powder. I'm going to use the pinks in that NYX Brights palette today, and possibly the red from that and a Sex Bomb palette, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to start with the hot pink one in the top row, not the second row, the top row. And I'm going to put this in my crease. I did the Hera makeup the other day, and taking off eye makeup with lash extensions is a bit of a pain, or at least with how heavy I went with that particular makeup. I had done my under eye right, and I had taken my washcloth and I was about to take off the remover I had put on the eyeshadow on my lower lid, right? And as I did, I was doing this to my left eye, and as I did, the washcloth got stuck on one of the extensions on my outer corner, and I couldn't get it off. And that hurt like hell. And I started to panic a little bit, because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna end up ripping out my eyelashes. It's not coming off the washcloth. So I got it off by going back this way, because I was wiping this way to my left, so I pulled back to my right, and it came unstuck. But when I tell you the panic that entered my body at that moment, don't like that. Now I'm going to dip into the red from the same palette. Now I'm going to pop this on my outer corner, kind of blending it into the pink a bit. I say kind of, no, I am blending this into the pink. But I'm really only keeping this on the outer corner and kind of at an angle. And then without picking any more pink up, I'm going to blend that into the pink in my crease. And now I'm going to go into that red in the NYX palette. I'm going to lay that on top, just because the red in the other palette is definitely more of a pinky red. It blends out more pink, whereas this red blends out more red. So while both of them do blend well into the pink, the other red just makes the first red more red. Take a shot every time I say red, but actually don't. And actually I'm gonna end up taking the reds halfway through instead of my outer corner. Or instead of just my outer corner. I have changed my mind. So now on the other side of this brush, I'm going to go into that ofra palette. And I'm going to take the shade Glazed Donut. I'm going to pop this on the inner half. Oh! And definitely blend it into the red. Oh, I'm a big fan of that. I'm just going to pick up more of that pink I started off with and blend it a bit higher up into the crease. Because with all the red in this highlighter, it's kind of lost now. I'm going to take that ColourPop liner and I'm going to pop it into my waterline. And also kind of use it to kind of define my tear duct a little bit. Now I'm going to take that e.l.f. smudge brush and I'm going to pick up that same pink. And I'm going to run this along my lower lash line, but only about 3/4 of the way, and connecting it up to the rest of the eye. And I'm picking up that red eyeshadow on the flat liner brush and I'm going to press this closer to my lash line along top of the pink, and into that other red from the Sex Bomb palette, putting that on top of that red as well. Then I'm going to pick up that ofra highlighter and I'm going to press this on the rest of the inner part of my lid. Take that NYX 16 brush and I'm just going to run it along the top and the bottom just to make sure everything's nice and blended. And now I'm going to do my brows really quick. I'm going to run through them with the spoolie end and then I'm just going to lightly, I say lightly every time and it ends up never being light, but lightly fill them in. Give them a bit more of a shape and then brush through again. I'm going to take that clear brow gel and I'm going to just gel them in place. And now I'm going to highlight my inner corners and my brows with that same ofra highlighter. I'm going to contour my face with that same pink eyeshadow, starting with my cheeks and my temples. And my sad jaw. And my nose. I'm using that NYX 16 brush to blend out my nose contour a little bit. And to deepen it up even more, I'm going to dip into that red eyeshadow and go over the pink. I want to take that fluffy brush, that really big fluffy brush, and there's no extra powder on it, but I'm just going to dust over, I'm going to dust over all the contours with it, just to help blend them out a little bit more. On this nice brush that I've never actually used before, I don't think, I'm going to take the pinkish shade in the second row of the NYX palette, and I'm going to apply this like blush. Wow! I'm trying to mainly concentrate it on the apples of my cheeks and put some on my nose, because why not? I'm also going to contour my collarbones using the same pink and red. And now back over that with the red. And now I'm going to highlight my face, and I'm going to start with that NYX highlighting palette, and I'm going to take the lightest pink highlight on the fan brush. I'm going to start with my cheeks, and my forehead, and my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin and my collarbones. And now I'm going to go into that ofra palette again, and I'm going to pick up the same highlight. I'm going to put that on top. And now the lips. It's always fun when you can't find the opening to your wig. Something's definitely off with the wig, but I don't know what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see more stuff like this. I will leave a list of all my social media down below, as well as a list of all the stuff I used on my face today. I'm Opal Sapphire, and I will see you in whatever I decide to put up next. This wig is hot.